but you were intimately involved in the killing of more than a dozen individuals in Afghanistan and Iraq. Let's talk about one in Afghanistan. It involved a high-value target who you'd been told to watch. He was in a particular building. The decision was taken to strike. Now, as that decision was being taken, you saw what you believed to be a figure come out of that building. Just explain to me what happened.
So this particular shot happened when I was coming onto shift. So all the information that I was given, or my crew was given, we were given by the previous crew. So we're told, you're gonna take a shot. This is a building, 2 men are in it, that's it. So when we fired the shot, it was like an L-shaped building, and the person ran from off the screen around into the door, and like it was a person. Like, I'm not going to say that it was a dog. I was told that it was a dog, but it was a person running from off the screen around and into the building.
But could it have been the high-value target?
No, it was too small to be a male adult.
What, you suggesting to me it was a child?
Yes, I believe it was a child.
So you see this on the big close-up on your screen. Do you at that moment have the capacity, the ability within the system to divert the missile which has already been launched?
If there was more time, probably, but there was less than 6 seconds left on the clock.
So what did you do?
Maintain target. Like, I asked the pilot what that was, and he's like, it don't matter. Like, they didn't care. They didn't care at all. There was no sense of compassion or caring or understanding. It was, oh, that's a tragedy. We'll just cover it up. I don't think at the time I was able to think. I was so shocked. It wasn't until I just asked, what was that? And it wasn't until afterwards, after the missile hit, I was like, did we just kill a kid? Like, you know, the shock, like, there's no recoil, there's no anything to say that we've done a shot. It's just click, click, click.
We began this interview talking about that word accountability. I just wonder, after an incident like this, where, you know, the unexpected happens, the pull trigger signal is given, the missile goes off, and then you, responsible for the cameras, see what you believe to be a child right on target. What sort of post-strike investigation, accountability is there?
None. Really none. The only time that people got investigated was if they crash an aircraft, that I know of directly. Though there are incidences, you know, that have been reported where friendlies have been killed or civilians have been targeted, but those are, I mean, look at, they're flying thousands of missions per month, and only how many few have been reported as actually being civilian casualties, or, and the only reason those are reported is because there's unquestioning evidence from outside sources that say we did something bad. And the more information that comes out with journalists going to these locations and reporting on drone strikes, and local people reporting on the drone strikes, we're getting a bigger picture.
This is the point, a very germane point. I mean, the Bureau of Investigative Journalism in the US and other independent bodies have assessed that a couple of thousand, at least, civilians across the piece may have been killed in drone strikes since the program began, and in Pakistan the figure ranges from anything like 400 to 900, depending on how you interpret the statistics.
But I'm pretty sure that most people who are in the job don't even know that.
But my point is that you're saying, actually, some of the civilian deaths were deliberately and consciously covered up. But what proof do you have?
My experience, what I've seen, I didn't take secret information. I didn't take any of this stuff. In fact, when that happened and I told my supervisor at the time, he just said, doesn't matter. Just leave it alone. Don't bring it up again, or else you'll get in trouble.